My PDA client took almost an entire year to unmask in front of me. This client originally came to me with concerns of executive functioning and emotional regulation, specifically when at school. In all honesty, they were getting in trouble in school and the caregiver was having anxious thoughts about it, obviously. So although the client was present, was doing the work, it always seemed like there was a barrier between us, and it kind of seemed like caregiver was really voicing their concerns more than the client. It wasn't until a few months in that we both discovered together that the client is most likely PDA, pathological demand avoidance, or persistent drive for autonomy, whichever label you prefer. Even before figuring this out though, I always try to give the client as much autonomy within sessions as possible, choosing when we're gonna do what and where. And then one day, the client came in and they were this ball of energy and they advocated for themselves saying, I can't be here in this room, I need to play with all the stuffed animals and we need to talk in another room. I have never seen this client have so much energy before. In this unmasked state, the client cursed a lot. They said a lot of inappropriate things for a tween, and I could tell that they were nervous to do that. They told me that they knew that they can't be unmasked in most of their life because it makes people uncomfortable. And I thanked them for being unmasked with me. And since that day, when I tell you our sessions did a complete 180, they were engaged, they were honest, they were themselves. They even admitted to me that now they really enjoy coming to session. But they also confessed that they have this belief that the emotional regulation strategies we've talked about were not going to work for them. I think we all sometimes have this idea that our problems are so big and nothing is gonna help us. I suggested that we run an experiment, so that they are in control of keeping the data of when they are triggered and become dysregulated, what senses they choose to activate, and how long they chose to activate for, and if it worked or if it didn't work. I created a data tracking worksheet for the clients, and I'm putting it for free on my Teachers Pay Teachers page, so feel free to download it and start your experiment yourself. So much to take away from this, right? It takes a long time for people to feel comfortable to unmask in front of us. We have to make sure that they have control over their autonomy and freedoms. And please stay encouraging and stay positive to those who unmask in front of you. You don't know how much courage it takes for them to do that. If you'd like to learn more about neurodiversity affirming practices and the science behind them, you can follow me at Support the Spectrum on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and Lemon8.